Encouraging people to go into a kind of crisis mode at the beginning absolutely made sense.
A plea for personal responsibility seems to be falling on deaf ears. A sociologist pens a letter to Alberta's Jason Kenney, who has tried to be the personal responsibility premier during the pandemic, arguing we're past that point, having reached peak personal responsibility.
As pandemics go on and on, nothing stays the same. So public messaging, health messaging that was effective in early days has an expiry.
This is the letter which argues
you hit kind of saturation in terms of the proportion of the population that is willing and also is able to implement these highly individualized strategies.
some won't take the necessary measures on their own, no matter how much governments plead. But it's not always because we're bad people or have stopped caring. Fatigue is setting in, and others feel they can't for various reasons, including fear of losing their job.
This is where government needs to actually show leadership. I mean, that's what we elect them for, is to change the environments that we operate in, change decision-making environments where people are now having to kind of trade off virus safety against, I don't want to lose my job, and take the responsibility for those changes and make it a social responsibility, not just a whole lot of individual people who are doing the right thing or doing the wrong thing.
Two strategies not tied to personal responsibility, which have worked elsewhere: collecting as much information on people and their movement as possible, investing heavily into testing, tracing, and isolating. The other strategy? Complete lockdowns, neither of which appeal to many Canadians.
We would all much prefer that it's just a bunch of, individual people like deciding to wear their masks and everything will be fine, but that's not going to work.
A challenge for governments across the country to confront and address. In Calgary, Jonathan Muma, City News.